Oh, hey YouTube, what is really good? My name is Vivid Color, coach of the South Texas Sableyes, and this is going to be week 1 of the WBE, and this week we are playing the Pittsburgh Pichus. It took me a minute to remember the name. Coach is Num Nexus. This is the squad we're bringing. I haven't yet decided if I am going to do team builders. I don't know that is something I want to do. I'm probably going to try it and see how it is. I don't know, I'm probably going to try it and see how it goes. I haven't done team builders in a hot minute. I haven't. And that's because they typically do bad. But with this season being as massive as it is, and all the coaches saying that they're going to attempt, not all, but a lot of the coaches saying they're going to attempt to do team builders, I might try to bring it back. Anyways, so I'll sort of like talk about what I'm bringing, maybe like as it happens, I don't know. But either way, Nexus has access. Nope. Oh, I'm really nervous, can you tell? Nexus has access to Zapdos, Goodra, Tangrowth, Doublade, Swampert, Exploud, Magmortar, Skunk Tank, Clefairy, and Mega Medicham. So, it's a really slow team. His only Pokemon that even get to 100 speed are the Zapdos and the Medicham, or Medicam. I don't know how people pronounce that. I'm gonna say Medicham, probably. I might switch it up mid-battle though. But his team is pretty bulky. Hold on, my fiance just texted me. I will clean it if you leave it. Anyways. Are you taking a while to select your team there, Nexus? What you thinking about? Maybe switching some up last minute. He's made 12 sets, or we only have 10 Mons. He's made 12 sets, and he's picking 6 of them now. I don't know. I've never battled Nexus. I have not. I mean, this is just me being truthful. I haven't watched a lot of Nexus's battles. I mainly know him from like Let's Play content, but I know he's done sort of like the UCL. I guess he's done other league stuff. I don't know. I know he's really good at Gen 1. I think, is it Gen 1? I think it's Gen 1. I know he's really good at one of the older gens because people say that about him. Or I don't know. One of my friends that watches him a lot has told me Nexus is good at Gen 1. I don't know. But I'm kind of nervous as to what he's going to bring because, like you said, he doesn't have a fast team. Okay, so this is a lot of what I thought. The Exploud was super threatening on paper. What's missing here? Nothing. Okay, so no Tangrowth, which is interesting. That is an interesting absence. Also, no Goodra is wild. Tapu Bulu would have had a heyday. I mean, Tapu Bulu doesn't do anything to Doublade, honestly. But no Goodra is crazy. All right, well, I'm gonna lead my Noivern here. Noivern has a really good time against, I think, most of this team. Exploud is gonna take a life. I can almost guarantee it. I have the Sand Slash, but like Specs Boom Burst does so much to Sand Slash. So the team I'm bringing, again, I don't know if I'm gonna do builders. I'll probably try it at least for like the first 2 or 3 weeks and see how it goes. And if it doesn't go well, then we won't do it anymore. I think it's gonna lead Medicam. I'm gonna call it Medicant. Medicant mess with me. That's what I'm gonna call it. I can't fathom him leading something that gives me like a super favorable matchup with Noivern, but I can always just U-turn out. It outspeeds his entire team. I'm assuming the Zapdos like has to be bulky. I should have like a dock open probably, or like a word pad. All right, not word pad. Oh, I guess that works. Let's do that. What's he laid? Zapdos. Well, I guess we can, how much does this thing do to me if it's defensive? Let's see. I led off with Noivern. You're leading off with Zapdos. Because we don't take a discharge very well, but Draco Meteor does about half to this thing, which could be great, honestly. He doesn't have a fantastic switch into Draco Meteor. U-turning is just like asking to get staticked. So I think I just switch. I think I just switch into Nidoking here. There's like not a lot he can do to Nidoking with Zapdos. I mean, I could be setting myself up here. Like he could go for Hidden Power Ice. Oh, I bet he goes for Hidden Power Ice. U-turn. Okay. This gives him a favorable switch in, which isn't great. What is this? This is my cup? Okay. It's like at the edge of my screen. Probably just could have gone for the Draco Meteor and got off like a chunk of damage. That would have been probably more beneficial than this. I'm assuming he's going to switch into Medicham. Anyways, I need to open this word pad back up. Word pad. All right. So let's move this over here, I guess. I have too many screens. It's not a real. So he has Zapdos. This is an interesting bring. Swampert. Mega Medicam. Cham. I'm gonna say the same thing. I don't know what I'm gonna. I think he's gonna go for rocks here, probably. I could probably get up my Toxic Spikes. Did he bring the Skunk Tank? Let's check. Let's look at the team. Here's the Skunk. Deblade. And X-Cloud. Okay. Alright, now, let's take a minute here. How much does... I'm assuming an EQ does quite a bit to me from this thing. Let's assume he's defensive. We're in with my Nidoking. I'm assuming an Earthquake, yeah, pretty close to kills. And I can't kill in return. So... I guess the play here is to go into Mew. Seems like a really early Mew. I think he's most likely just going to get up webs, or get up rocks. Predicting the switch here. I just like don't have enough damage on this thing to do anything with. Stealth Rock, yeah. So we go for Toxic, but that would leave him Toxic. Let's see. He has the Skunk in the back. I don't really see anything wrong with just going for a Psychic here. Let's see how much that does to you. 28's 33%. It's not a ton. I should have just gone into Galvantula, honestly. That would have been the GOAT play, just going into Galvantula. I could Z-Power Psychic, but that seems like a waste right now. I'm just gonna go for the Psychic. And if he goes out into the Skunk, I could have gone for Nasty Plot here, but it feels way too early to try setting up. Like right now, I think I'm just trying to chip. I think we're just trying to chip right now. I guess he could stay in and go for a Toxic. He withdraws. He's going to the Skunk. Saucy. Just goes out into this thing. Interesting. This thing can't take a Psychic well, right? I'm actually gonna stay in and go for the Z Psychic. Like we're playing our cards really early right now. We're playing our cards really, really early right now, but if he stays in, if he doesn't go out into the Skunk immediately, if he stays in, I guess he could be maybe pulling the trigger on the Z move is probably not great here. It's probably not great because he can just switch out into the Skunk here. Just getting rid of this thing would be so massive. Does he switch into the Skunk here? I don't know. I also don't have a defogger, so these rocks are here to stay, which is super unfortunate. Like, it's not a great time. But, yeah, I mean, I guess it is the phrase, it is what it is. Okay, so I think this thing dies. I also don't know if I have to blur this out. Like, I don't know if I have to remove this from my video. I think we get to kill the X-Pod here. I don't think the X-Pod is living this. Like, just based on how much that did. And we're just like, Genesis Supernovaing right now. Yeah, there's no way. Genesis Supernova to like an uninvested one does 80 to 90% itself. So we'll have Psychic Terrain up, which is super clutch. I mean, I'm talking super clutch. Which I think lets me Nasty Plot, right? Like having Psychic Terrain up is so massive for me. I think that lets me Nasty Plot. Let's assume he goes out into his Skunk right now. If he goes out into the Skunk, he can't Sucker because all that's done. I mean, the Medicant gets to come in and get 2 attacks off. But I'm pretty bulky. So it's no longer a Z move, but it would be psychic in psychic terrain. Would do a ton to this thing. He also can't fake out. So it's like double high jump kick or bust. What I could do is nasty plot then roost. No. I'm like planning for future turns that haven't happened yet. All right, so the Swampert has Stealth Rocks. We know that. The X-Cloud gets KO'd by Mew. I'm just gonna say Mewsy. I said Uzi. Like a little Uzi vert. I'm getting a phone call from who knows who. I'm getting a phone call lately from some number I don't know. I'm gonna hang up on my watch because that's how far we've come as a society. Okay. So I'm thinking it's gonna be the skunk, and I think if he goes skunk, I think that just lets me set up a. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. What is this gonna be? This thing, interesting. I'm 99.9% sure this lets me set up a nasty plot, and I'm gonna take my opportunity here. We're gonna find out what kind of Zapdos this is right now. Zapdos. It's definitely like a U-turning kind. In terrain, psychic to like a bulky one would have done 40 to 50%. I just don't see why not. Like, why not set up the plot here? I guess I could have gone for, I don't know. Ultra was telling me I should have brought Calm Mind, which now I'm thinking might have been a good strat. Just bring Calm Mind. Like, I could have Calm Minded up in front of the, what is it? I can't think. X-Cloud. Okay. We're going for the plot. I can't fathom this thing doing a ton to me. Like, if I get paralyzed, that is going to be super unfortunate. But I guess it's, like, not the end of the world so long as we don't get para-haxed out of the game. I mean, if this is just, like, a fully offensive Zapdos, then what's happening to me? What if he's just, like, a super... Just goes to the U-turn. We should eat this pretty well, right? Yeah, it doesn't do too much. I was trying to look at my, like, I can look at my game screen to figure out what's going on, but for whatever reason, I think he's just trying to burn through turns of psychic terrain, which makes sense. Ooh, this thing's gonna die. 100%. 100% this thing just dies to an Earth Power. I mean, I say that. I could be really wrong. But we are at +2 special attack now for what appears to be pretty free. I'm going for the Earth Power. If he switches out into Zapdos, good play. Like, super good play. He can't Shadow Sneak. We're in terrain. This is a pretty strong chance to Oko if he's not specially invested. Specially defensively invested. Shadow Claw never kills. I think we're good. I think Mew's going to come in and claim 2 souls, which is really good. I just have to be wary that, like, rocks are in play. So, is he specially invested or am I claiming this life? All right, we took a soul. Oh, we took a soul. He doesn't have a switch into this, is my current guess here. The Goodra would have been really, really oppressive right now. But as is, like, I've got the bulk. Priority shut down, so Medicam now definitely dies if he switches into that. What is this? All right. So I'm sure this thing probably takes 1 psychic. But again, we're in psychic terrain. We're going to find out. Oh, it's so close. No, he got up the roar. It's okay. It's okay. This could be, all right. I think this is also fine. Like, this isn't bad for me either, honestly. I am going to fight Mega Evolve and just crunch. Going to Crunch Town. This thing does a number to his team since he doesn't have the 10 growth, right? So the Deblade's gone. Deblade gets KO'd by ground. Where is my mouse at? Earth Power. I was about to say Ground Z. It's a blade KO'd by Earth Power. I wonder if that was a roll. Like, if Mew hadn't got roared out, I think this game was, like, pretty close to done. All right, so he has priority turns back on for the Metacant. The fact that rocks are up really sucks. Like, it's not great. If he goes into Zapdos, he's been U-turning. So would I stay in? Sharpedo just cleans up really well. Like, letting it go down doesn't seem fantastic. Ice Fang would only do about 50% if he was defensive. How much should U-turn do to Mew? That would be a good calc to run. It looks about right. Like 17 to 20%, and that's bold. That's so much damage for being a negative attack nature and like how much investment I have. So part of me just wants to go out into Nidoking. Like part of me does. It really does. But I'm also sitting here thinking like, what's his switch into Nidoking? All right, let's see. Because I could switch out into Mew. I could switch out. So what I want to do is get my Galvantula in and set up webs. That's a big want right now. I didn't realize, yeah, I took out the Swampert too. So this thing, I guess it doesn't clean super well, right? Because he has the Zapdos, the Skunk. All right, I'm actually going to stay in and go for the Ice Fang. I think that's my best play. Ice Fang, yeah. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stay in and go for the Ice Fang. Oh, yeah, he's not defensive. And he went for the U-turn. All right, that's good for me. I mean, it's going to do a ton of damage. It puts me to 68. 68. How much does... So what I'm going to do here is probably, if he goes out into Mega Metacam, because I think Fake Out will kill me. No, but Fake Out plus Bullet Punch will, so I can just go out into Alolan Sandslash, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure I can just go into Alolan Sandslash, eat the Fake Out, force him to use a fighting type attack, and then switch back into Sharpedo and go for Ice Fang. Or go for Crunch. Because to an uninvested, like with no bulk whatsoever, Crunch has like an 80, or it's like a 50% chance to OHKO the Metacam, which is fine. Because then I can just go out into Mew and finish it off. Well, this is interesting. What is this Skunk gonna do to me? I don't think anything. Poison Jab would kill me. And I can't kill. All right, I'm actually going to preserve the Shark here, I think. No, actually... Yeah, I think I'm going to preserve the Shark here. I'm going to go out into my Sandslash here. Because if I set up rocks, his Zapdos dies on re-entry, which is pretty big. What's the play? Hidden Power. Hidden Power what? Electric? So it's a special Skunk. Which means it probably has Flamethrower. Which means I can probably safely go out into... It's gonna go for Flamethrower, 100%. 100%. I think this means I can safely go out into Nidoking. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we can safely go out into Nidoking here. He's gonna go for Flamethrower, and I definitely don't outspeed. Like, we never outspeed. We're not outspeeding this thing. I have a lot of fast threats in the back, so I need to be mindful of that. I need him to burn a Fake Out on the Metacant. Meta can't is what I'm gonna start calling it. Because Meta can't beat my team. I don't know, I shouldn't say that. Like, we're super ahead right now. I'm just trying to figure out how not to blow it. Him revealing hidden power just makes me think he's probably special, and I know this thing gets flamethrower. Like, Scun Tank, special defog. I know for sure you get flamethrower. And then how much does that do to my Sand Slash? Just kills it. Oh, he withdrew. Well, this could be bad for me. Actually, no, he's going on to Zapdos. It's fine. He can't even roost. Like, we just go for Ice Beam here. That was a ballsy switch. Had I just clicked Hail there, because I brought Hail. Had I just clicked Hail there, he doesn't have Flamethrower. He would have gone for it. I don't think this thing gets out of Ice Beam range just by clicking Roost. Oh, well, it would this time because it loses its... I should have gone for Earth Power. If I was a god, I would have gone for Earth Power. Because this isn't going to do much. That does a lot for you know, not being super effective. Which is kind of like Nidoking just gets to come in and claim souls, right? Oh, he just goes for Roost again! Why didn't I make the Earth Power play? I should have gone for Earth Power the first time. I should have known. All right, I'm gonna pull it off this time. I'm gonna like snap it off this time. Because I think he's just gonna go for U-turn. I think this turn he goes for U-turn, is my guess. I'm at 134 out of 158. He can't U-turn into the Metacham. I'll never... Who knows how to pronounce this Pokemon's name? Can we get a mode? Can we get a mode on a pronunciation guide? So my thing here is he either goes for Roost again and we kill him, or he goes for U-turn and we kill the switch in. That's my whole logic behind everything that's happening right now. He goes for Roost again and we kill him, or he goes for U-turn and we kill the switch in. How much would, just like if I were him and wanting to run a calc, how much would Metacam take from Ice Beam? It would live, and it would get him in. So if he makes that play, we're super in the clear. I say super. Earth Power is not a guaranteed OHKO. I really thought it was. That's interesting. He goes for U-turn. Please go out into the Medi. 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 Knowing it won't kill. Don't go into the stupid skunk. It won't do anything to Nidoking. I always outspeed and kill. You have to know this. Oh, I went down to the skunk. It's okay. All right, so this thing dies 100% of the time. So now he goes out into the Medi. And I'm pretty sure my goal here is, or like my play line here, is legitimately just sacrifice off sand. Sacrifice off sand. I can't speak. Sacrifice off Sand Slash. Where's it at? Okay. Because the Noivern outspeeds 100% of the time. The Galv outspeeds 100% of the time. And I think both of those can come in and finish it off. I'm just going to let him kill this thing. 100%. It'll die. That's fine. This thing just has no switch ends. I needed a sack. Just goes for the fake out here, right? It won't do much, but then he doesn't have his fake. Oh, he just goes for the attack. That's crazy. It didn't kill. Hey, we gotta live. I'm gonna go for the Icicle Crash in case for whatever reason he switches out into the Zapdos. Alright, so Drain Punch is the fighting type move of choice, which is really good to know. It's really important. Alright, so I think we have it almost all but wrapped up. There's just like a few things that need addressing. So I can go into the Mew and 1v1 this thing pretty easily, I think. Right? I didn't expect Psycho Cut, so does he have... Oh, excuse me. Does he have some move that I'm not aware of? How much time do I have to make this? 81 seconds? Ugh, I'm like hiccuping weird. Does he have access to like... Night Slash or Shadow Claw or something? Like, no dark type stab to speak of. I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna make this line, though. I'm gonna go out into the Noivern, because we always outspeed. And I'm almost 99.9% sure that a Air Slash plus Draco Meteor will kill the Zapdos. Let's go for that play. Yeah, he withdraws. Zapdos is at... Let's see. So we go for our Air Slash. Yeah, it looks in range. Draco Meteor does 55 min. And we know for sure he's not fully invested, so if this connects, it should kill. And then we just switch out. We let him, we suicide something. What do we want to suicide here? A more supportive Mon, probably. We suicide something and let Noivern get the last kill. Or I could just go into Mew and like 1v1 him. That's also a line that would work. Mew keeps my differential, I guess, so let's do that. Because Mew should be able to kill in 2 Psychics. 2 Psychics? Mega Medicant. He might have high jump kick in the back. But so far, all we know about is like, I'm sure he's gonna like fake out or ice punch here. I mean, fake out makes sense, in my opinion. If he didn't have it, then we've been playing around it for nothing. I just feel like differential is going to be like a pretty big boost in this season, so I don't see any reason to like suicide something off if I don't have to. And I don't think I do. I think Mew can just 1v1 this thing because it hasn't taken much damage, right? All right, let's watch this. I'm at 171. Go to 146. He goes for Psycho Cut. Does he not have Fake Out? Does he just not make room for it? 101 is what I go to. Just like almost exactly half. Did he just like not make room for it? That's wild to me. I'm gonna click Roost and see what he does. Just trying, oh, return. How much does this do to me? I went from 101 to 75. Okay, cool. I think we win. So... how does that do so little? Oh, I don't think he... I bet... there's no way. Return should be doing 38% minimum. That looks like a misgen to me. I'm gonna Nasty Plot and then Psychic, and that should kill. That sucks. I'm assuming that was a misgen. I mean, return mons are like pretty rough, to be honest. I don't know. He hasn't said anything, but I'm kind of assuming. Skunk died to Earth Power from King. Medicham or Swampert. Oh, he has Bulk Up. That's why he doesn't have Fake Out. Dies to... What does Swampert die to? I don't think that matters. I think we're probably going to kill with this Psychic. Swampert died to Crunch from Shark. Zapdos died to Draco from Noivern. And then Medicham dies to... yeah. Psychic from Mew. All right. Good game, Nexus. I think that return. I mean, I'm guessing because there's no way that that's 30%, right? Because I was at 101 after taking the Psycho Cut, and then I went down to 75. So it did 20-something%. Close to. I don't know. No, 12%. but I guess I don't know what is that. What's the base power of return at that low? It would have to be pretty low. It would have to be like a, I don't know, like a 30 BP move or something. I don't know. Anyways, great game, Nexus. We got the week 1. Our week 2 is versus Pokeaim, and his team looks like I'm gonna say this, and I know Joey is like one of the best there is in terms of battling. It looks like my team lines up against his pretty well. So hopefully that is the case. Like this is one of the weeks where Tapu Bulu looks like it's going to come in really clutch. But definitely go check out Nexus side of the battle. Please, please, please show him some love. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you're new here, because we're really out here doing WBE type things. Really trying to have a strong season. I put a lot of thought into these sets. A lot more thought than I've been putting in recent draft battles, at least, because after A-Drive stomped me in the playoffs, we had a conversation, and I was like, if this is the level of skill that you and others are going to be operating at, like, I have to step my game up, because there's just no way, dude. Like, that was wild. Like, I got rolled. But anyways, great game, Nexus. Definitely go check him out. If you don't know who he is, he's a pretty big creator in the space, so I don't know how you don't know. Link in the description down below. Great game, Nexus. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you're new here. Comment telling me what I did right and wrong. I think one of the biggest, like, I wouldn't call it a misplay, but just like a missed opportunity was not earth powering the Zapdos the first time. At that point in the game, I think I had such like, I was leveraging such a large advantage that it probably didn't matter a ton, but still, you know, like that was definitely a missed opportunity. Anyways, leave a comment letting me know what I did wrong and right. If you tell me I'm horrible and I'm bad and that my hair looks like crap after I took my beanie off, I'll heart your comment. I will. I'll heart it. The first person that tells me your hair looks like a dumpster fire, your comment gets pinned and hearted. And there you go. All right. Follow me on Twitter. Links to everything in the description down below. I think that's all of it. I have to go pack. I'm going to LA now. Okay. Love you. I'm kind of in here. I gotta leave. Bye. So tell me something.